The Fox Virginia News at 10 is next. Tonight, the Greene County Sheriff's Office is telling drivers to slow down. We have the latest on what they're doing to enforce responsible driving in the area, especially in school zones.
Because it reinforces to let folk know that regardless, there will be some ups and downs, that yes, you matter.
That's right, matter regardless of the highs and lows of your day. We talked with founder about his new movement that aims to promote kindness in our community.
And gunshots at the Kansas City Chiefs parade causing chaos today, leaving one dead and multiple injured. We have the full story at 10 o'clock. Time for your Fox Virginia News.
Now, Fox Virginia News at 10.
Well, good Wednesday evening, everyone, and happy Valentine's Day. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Alexia Williams.
And I'm Ashley Brooks. We'll come back to those stories in just a moment, but first, here's Travis with your Fast Cast.
And now, your CBS 19 Weather Authority forecast from the Bright Star Care Charlottesville Weather Center.
Decent weather for this Valentine's Day, or maybe you just called it Wednesday. There's nothing wrong with that either. Sun cloud mix for the area. Temperatures ended up in the lower to middle 50s this afternoon, and all is fairly calm on this Wednesday night. 38 at the airport in Charlottesville. Downtown, last check, 34 degrees. 30 in Orange, 36 in Scottsville and Lake Monticello. Already in the upper 20s in parts of the Shenandoah Valley. Had clouds earlier. Those are gone, and I fully expect skies to be mostly clear overnight tonight. Low temperatures settling around the freezing mark, and there will be some outlying areas. See upper 20s. Thursday. Going to be more of a cloud-sun mix as a weak disturbance passes through, but we get a bump in temperatures. 49 degrees at noontime in Charlottesville and 58 degrees your afternoon high in Charlottesville. Looking at the end of the week, though, got a potent system that's going to bring rain and likely some snow to the area, and not just a couple of flurries either. We'll tell you what we're seeing and what we're thinking in regards to the weekend forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, Travis, sounds good. Thank you. Well, an eye on the nation now, a hometown victory celebration for Super Bowl champions. The Kansas City Chiefs took a violent turn today as gunfire rang out. The Kansas City Fire Department says that at least one person was killed and multiple others injured in a shooting at the end of the Chiefs rally.
Police also say they've taken 2 armed people into custody. Emily Schmidt has more on what we're learning.
There was joy in Kansas City. Blocks and blocks of loyal fans wearing their hearts on their red sleeves, cheering on their back-to-back Super Bowl champions. Police posted on social media, "You look incredible. We are honored to serve you on the ground and overhead." But at the end of the parade celebrating the Kansas City Chiefs, shots were fired west of Union Station. Police asked people near there to leave as quickly as possible while they treated the victims of the shooting.
We saw the police swarm a stairwell, and then we heard another pop from there. And that's when I was like, okay, we're gone.
When the shooting started, I, like many others, ran for safety. I saw a number of agencies, including the Kansas City Police Department, officers with guns drawn who were running towards danger. We thank them for that.
The governors of Missouri and Kansas were both at the rally when the shooting happened. Both are safe. A Missouri congressman says spending on security for the event had increased to $1 million this year. Whatever unfolded here, he says, is not good news for Kansas City.
It's very disheartening. We should be able to come together in situations like this and celebrate victories, not have to deal with a shooting.
Details about the victims are still unclear. The investigation into the shooting is underway. I'm Emily Schmidt reporting.
Kansas City Mayor Quentin Lucas says that all Kansas City Chief players, coaches, and staff members are safe according to after the shooting. Now, the Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes posted on social media saying, quote, "Praying for Kansas City." Our top story tonight, thousands of Uber and Lyft drivers across the country went on strike on Valentine's Day, calling for higher pay and other changes to their working conditions.
Drivers planned day-long strikes in cities like Chicago, Philadelphia, and Miami. Our Fox Virginia's Garrett Wynn spoke with a local driver to hear what they think of the strike. Garrett.
Ashley and Alexia, Paolo Friedman is a local driver for Lyft and DoorDash, a service similar to Uber Eats. He drives for extra cash, but says he knows people who do it for a living, many of whom he met in his hometown of Chicago before moving to Charlottesville. Friedman says he'd never be able to live off of what he makes from driving and delivering food. When driving in Chicago, he made friends with some of the other drivers in the city. Many are immigrants looking for work who do it as a full-time job. Friedman tells me drivers need to plan their day around the busiest hours in order to make the amount of money they need.
If you live in a college town like Charlottesville, there are a lot of kids coming home from the bars at 1, 2, 3 a.m. What are they doing? They're ordering food. So you have to be working when there's demand. And if you don't, you're not going to make any money. Now I spent plenty of hours sitting in my car waiting for orders for them never to come.
Now he says it can sometimes take 8 to 10 hours to reach just $100. Drivers were also holding demonstrations at airports and cities, according to Justice for App Workers, the group organizing the effort. In the studio, Garrett Whitten, Fox Virginia News.
All right, Garrett, thank you for that report right there. Senator Tim Kaine says a part of the supplemental bill that passed yesterday could boost the Virginia economy. $1 billion in the supplemental bill are for what's called the AUKUS framework, which is increased cooperation between Australia and the UK and the US to defend the Indo-Pacific. Right now, Australia doesn't have nuclear subs, but the US is already training Australian troops.
The US will train Australians in the operation and maintenance of nuclear subs. We're already training Aussie sailors at the Nuclear Power School in Charleston. We're already training Aussie shipbuilders and subbuilders at a Navy training facility in Danville. And in the 2030s, we will actually build Virginia-class subs in Newport News and in Connecticut.
Now, Australia will buy at least 5 of those Virginia subs. Closer to home, Northrop Grumman here in Charlottesville already works with Navy hardware. Well, Greene County is installing speed cameras in school zones.
They go into effect tomorrow. Our Fox Virginia's Felicity Taylor has the story.
The Greene County Sheriff's Office is telling drivers to slow down. New signs at the beginning of school zones now telling drivers their speed is about to be enforced by camera.
Speed is an issue in Greene.
Last year, the Greene County Sheriff's Office handed out almost 4,000 speeding tickets. Captain Jason Tooley says they're getting more calls than they can keep up with, especially in school zones.
They did a 20-day trial run to see what would happen and what kind of problem that we have. And that turned into approximately 254 violations a day through the activated school zones.
The Sheriff's Office has installed speed cameras at both school zones in Greene. The cameras will activate 1 minute after the light flashes and report any car driving 11 miles per hour over the speed limit. A 30-day trial period starts Thursday. After that, any speeder will have to pay an $100 fine.
We want to get people's attention to pay attention that when they're behind the wheel of an automobile that weighs, several thousand pounds, that the destruction it can do if they hit someone or a child or a school bus.
Felicity Taylor, Fox Virginia News.
The delivery driver accused of stealing a dog from a Greene County family's front yard has been fired from Amazon. Yesterday, we exclusively reported that a delivery driver is facing felony charges for stealing Luli, the Jack Russell Terrier, from the family's driveway. Family's camera just caught the whole scene on video. Amazon responded to us today. In a statement, they said, "We've apologized to the customer for this incident and are thankful for the Greene County Sheriff's Office quick coordination to help return Luli to her home. The driver involved is no longer delivering for Amazon." The driver, who was identified as Holly Clements of Waynesboro, will appear in court next week.
Well, he's back after some time away from Charlottesville. 92.7 Seaville Country's Tom Morgan has returned to the Radio Rays. Morgan has been spending time with family in Waynesboro for the past 6 months. There, he has been hosting a show for their sister station, 96.9 WSIG. He says that the station here in Charlottesville has been dropping hints about his reunion to Seaville Country, and that was announced just today. Morgan is more than happy to be back.
I'm still serving the Valley right now on our sister station, 96.9 WSIG, as program director and afternoon host. So this gives me the opportunity to not only serve the Valley, but also serve the other side of the mountain, so to speak, in Central Virginia. And, I can't have one or the other. I got to have both. Yeah. And that's what I'm used to serving. And I couldn't be happy to be right here at 92.7 Seaville Country.
To celebrate his return, the station gave away a number of tickets to country music star Kane Brown's concert at JPJ on March 28th. On this Valentine's Day, kindness can certainly go a long way. Tonight, a local civil rights trailblazer tells us that, yes, you matter.
That's the name of the program founded by Charles Alexander, one of the Charlottesville 12. His nickname is Alexan, and he tells our Fox Virginia's Gretchen Stinger how he learned kindness at such an early age.
It doesn't cost to say hello.
It's a movement started right here in Charlottesville called Yes, You Matter.
Yes, You Matter actually came about 5 years ago in 2018. And recently I got a call from North Carolina from a mental health professional say that it was very important for me to bring back the Yes, You Matter.
So he did. On Monday, he relaunched this initiative.
I decided to bring it back, and it's most appropriate because it reinforces to let folk know that regardless, there will be some ups and downs, that yes, you matter.
Charles Alexander hopes to encourage people to put this picture frame that says, yes, you matter, with a quote wherever you go during your darkest times. Because even as one of 9 students integrating into Venable Elementary School, he knew that he mattered too. Did you know you mattered when you were 7?
No question, no question. I knew I mattered from early on. Before kindergarten, from great-grandmother. And one of the lessons she taught me that I even use with people today, it doesn't cost to say hello.
He encourages people to lift up others. You never know what they've been through. Gretchen Stinger, Fox Virginia News.
Well, with today being Valentine's Day, people all over the nation are spreading joy and telling their loved ones how much they mean to them. Some people love the holiday, others not so much. But if you look around, you can find love everywhere. So we took to local experts to learn what love means to them.
Love means just being with your family and just feeling warm around your family and stuff.
Love is something that you give to someone to make them happy. When I make like a card and I give it to my family.
Love means family. It's like when you love somebody, like they care about you and you care about them.
Yes. Now, not to discount the knowledge of our elementary friends here, but we also wanted to take it to someone with a little more experience.
So what's the secret to love?
Acceptance, forgiveness,
grace. Grace.
Yeah.
Commitment. Commitment is really big. And just having your best friend with you.
Oh, yes, they shared that. The more time that goes by, the more important this holiday has become. And of course, they shared with us today, they're celebrating their 50th anniversary.
Oh, so sweet. I love that so much. Oh my gosh. Well, the crime rate in Oakland, California increased enough for the state government to finally step in.
Leaving residents worried about the massive spike in violent crime. We have the latest on those efforts after your local weather authority forecast with Travis.
Why should we be concerned about a low pressure system on the West Coast? They bring us some snow early this weekend, and not just a few flurries. I'll tell you what we're thinking after this.
And now, your CBS 19 Weather Authority forecast from the Bright Star Care Charlottesville Weather Center.
Appreciate your company on this Wednesday evening. Hope your Valentine's Day was good if it's a day that you choose to celebrate. JES Skyline Network cam, lots of clouds through the day. Well, the afternoon was a little sunnier, even though the images stopped for some unknown reason. At any rate, we've cleared the sky, so that's all that's important now. We are clear across central Virginia. No rain, no snow, nothing to speak of. Quiet night ahead. Your temperatures right now, 30s and 40s, 38 degrees outside of Riderwood Studio, 42 at Show. Winds are calm, no rain since midnight. Again, just very, very quiet. Temperatures elsewhere, 30s. To the north, even some 20s around Pittsburgh and northwestern Pennsylvania, 40s in Asheville, Bowling Green, Nashville, Raleighwood at 45, Richmond at 39 degrees. Nothing unusual about temperatures, although it is a little bit cooler thanks to clear skies across a good chunk of West Virginia and the Ohio Valley. Our temperatures overnight tonight comparable to what we had last night. That'll put us roughly around the freezing mark as you're waking up tomorrow. Low pressure is what brought the clouds for much of the day. That is now exiting the area. And at least for the overnight, we will be clear. However, you note these clouds and showers that are moving across Iowa. This is another little disturbance that'll move through the area tomorrow. It's not going to be a totally sunny day. I think it's going to be more clouds than sunshine. I don't think we get any rain or snow tomorrow. Weekend, though, different story. So your Thursday, very cloudy, more clouds and sun, something of that nature. But I do think late in the afternoon, we'll get more in the way of sunshine. We also get a boost in temperatures. 49 degrees at 12 noon in Charlottesville, 57 degrees at 4 p.m. Wouldn't be surprised if some parts of Cumberland and Buckingham counties hit 60. There are the clouds for the morning, and then they're gone for the afternoon. Showers will stay back to our west. Friday is when things get interesting. Now, the daylight hours will be fine, okay? Business as usual. High temperatures in the 50s, clouds gradually increasing. Between midnight and 7 a.m. on Saturday, there will be a very quick moving low pressure system. And yes, snow expected. Could be intense. So that's why we've actually got a few inches of snow in the forecast. This is ice totals, wrong graphic. Just take the decimals out of here. 1 to 3 inches of snow for Central Virginia, mainly rain to the east, and probably about 3 to 5 inches to our west. I'll put the right graphic in here the next half hour. But 1 to 3 inches of snow early on a Saturday morning, not going to be too critical in terms of commuting or driving or whatnot. And with temperatures in the mid-40s on Saturday afternoon, we should be able to clear the paved surfaces. Tonight, mostly clear, lows around freezing. 58 your high on Thursday in Charlottesville, 60 in Dillon, 59 for Orange, and 56 in Crozet. Cardinal Home Center extended forecast. Temperatures mid-40s on Saturday, but then it's all uphill from there. So whatever snow we do get, it's not sticking around long, even on the grassy surfaces. Mid to upper 50s Monday, Tuesday, back to 60 next Wednesday.
Back to the snow. Wow, kind of crazy.
I was going to say, I feel like winter was kind of like, hold on. I know y'all were getting excited, but I'm still here.
Winter's like, hold my beer.
Hold my beer.
I'm not done yet.
I got more to show. So
she said, don't put those coats up
yeah,
yet.
So yeah, don't do it. All right, Travis, thank you.
Across the nation now, the state government in California is stepping in to address the massive crime crisis in Oakland.
This happens as both the mayor and the country district attorney or county district attorney may face recall efforts. Senior correspondent Claudia Cohen has the details.
Oakland's crime wave has gotten the state's attention, with Governor Gavin Newsom sending in more than 100 highway patrol officers to make arrests and state attorneys to beef up prosecutions.
Mr. Gallo, somebody robbed me last night. Somebody broke into my car. Somebody stole my car.
Oakland City Councilman Noel Gallo says police aren't doing enough to stop dangerous street takeovers.
People come and throw their trash.
Illegal dumping, robberies, and other crimes that have residents like Addie Marcus.
I carry bear spray. I always have a pocket knife on me.
Come on, pup. Arming himself to walk his dog.
It just seems to be going downhill.
I've never seen Oakland this bad.
The manager of this roofing company next to an open-air chop shop says break-ins are routine.
Nothing changes. People swing by, the police look at it, but nothing.
Last year, Oakland saw violent crime rise 21% from 2022. Robberies went up 38%, and the number of stolen vehicles rose 44%. The results include Home Depot hiring private security, Kaiser Hospital advising staffers to eat lunch inside, and businesses like this profitable In-N-Out closing altogether. Mayor Sheng Tao says she's surged police presence and employed technology to deter and respond to criminal behavior.
Our city is totally in utter dysfunction.
But at a recent rally, business owners blasted city leaders and threatened to take legal action over what they see as a total failure to tackle Oakland's crime spike in any significant way.
Both the mayor and Alameda County's progressive district attorney are facing possible recalls, and Oakland is still looking for a new police chief, more than a year after the last one was fired. In Sausalito, California, Claudia Cowan, Fox News.